What's up? Appreciate the support a lot. Let's get this going. How's it going, Imperator and Gunfluster and Revo? Good to see you guys today. It's Thursday, which is, as we all know, the best day of the week. I'm going to kill a lot of people in Open XCOM right now. Wait, what does original XCOM mean? Fascinating. Okay, apparently there's a UFO flying around right now. What's going on with that? I guess I closed it down for Beagle in the middle of an interception. How's it going, Hino? Soldiers are looking good. They appear to be assigned slots in an autocannon. Okay. Second base also has a bunch of rookies. Third base is that. Fourth base is this. We don't have a plane here yet. We don't have a Sky Ranger there yet for our bunch of rookies. What's going on with base information? We have 2 rocket launchers, some avalanche missiles, and 60 proximity grenades. All right, wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, Dungzinski. How's it going, Bress? And you fight? What is this? It's a small, very high. Heading east, obviously. I do not yet have the sub emotes for you guys, but Tony is working on actually 3 different ones, I think, and then he's gonna show me what he's got, and we can set up maybe a poll for the subs to ask them what they want. What else is new in the channel? Discord's up and running. I think that's linked somewhere. I haven't quite gotten Twitch and Patreon integration set up with that yet, but I have like a support ticket out for some trouble that I was running into getting that going last night. Yeah, Nostrum. I think that's basically it. I've been working on some other stuff for the stream, but none of it works yet, unfortunately. Okay, let's try to shoot this down over land. I'm a little bit concerned that these guys are gonna run out of fuel. If you shoot it down over water, there's no mission from it, obviously. Cool. I should have sent the Sky Ranger at it straight away. I believe we can sit around and not go to this mission straight away if we want. Atomfish? That's not Caitlin's username. I'm gonna put both versions of Caitlin at the front of the Sky Ranger, right in front of Bress, so Bress can watch Caitlin die. Don't tell her about that. Presumably we could do weird stuff with like waiting for it to be day again and bullshit like that. I don't know. Let's go play a night mission. 2 rocket launchers, 14 laser rifles, a couple laser pistols. We have lots of stuff we can sell. 1 medkit, because I care. And that looks to be about it. Hey, Kim, how you doing? Probably want to buy a few more avalanche missiles as well. Okay. Okay. What is this? March. We made it to March. March again. Wonderful. And an autocannon is ready to land near Crash Site 7. And yes, we do plan to shoot the rookies out of the autocannon. Ooh, vacation time. Is that, school related? Let's go. 1 primed grenade. I want electro flare at the very front of the plane. Got an electro flare here. I think I want my rocket launcher. Well, I don't know actually. Maybe the rocket launcher's okay. This far up. I'll even load it and we can unload it if nothing is happening on the first turn. I get a smoke grenade up near the front as well. We're at number 5 now. Let's put an electro flare in your hand. 6, 7. Tribo Mine's got another rocket launcher for us. I like this. No, this is clever. We're putting the rocket launcher on a rookie. He hasn't had a chance to prove that he'll fail us yet, so we're giving that to him. Just taking the family to Florence. That's awesome. Open XCOM starts on January 1st, Lark Knock. I spent, I want to say 2 days in Florence. I think I got there sort of late in the afternoon and then had 1 full day and left the next morning. I loved it. Florence, I think, is my favorite city in the world to walk around in at night. Out of all of the nighttime walks I've ever taken in my life, the one I took in Florence, just down the beautifully lit streets, walking past just flabbergasting, amazing buildings without even trying to be. It was, yeah, it was really wonderful. So that's the edge of the map. I'm gonna make my own smoke grenade real quick here, and I think we'll just pass the turn. Here's map this way. We're sort of in the corner up here, and obviously there's a UFO right there. I'm gonna put a little bit of extra smoke in the Sky Ranger. This is a good place to drop our soldiers because we're not in vision of 4 enemies with no cover. I'm pretty okay with where we've landed here. Okay, so we're fighting floaters. Is there any way at all to kill this guy without just getting shot in the face? That is the map edge. He's not like in front of a wall, so a rocket doesn't really appeal. I think I'm gonna kneel for more accuracy and just believe. Nice. Oh, shit. Okay, so one of these is actually inside the UFO. Sometimes the game bugs out and lets you see, like, through walls. But that guy needs to be killed. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So we want to put a grenade on this guy while he can't see us somehow. I'm not really sure how, because we're not going to be able to throw from here. The Sky Ranger will be in the way. A rocket? Yeah, Morty Barty. I don't know that we can get a great angle with a rocket. Yeah, Jeff the Hobo and Wobbly Wombat. Nothing too extreme so far. We shot down this UFO and took the mission at night. Just trying to work out how we throw a grenade from a tile that we're not visible on. There's no underhand option. We don't have alien grenades yet, so it'd need it to be probably within one tile of him to reliably kill. Ooh, what about... Okay. Okay, I'm not going to snapshot a rocket at him, but I think from here I can probably throw a grenade. Yeah, Plasma Dragon. It is an Adidas shirt. It's also a New Zealand All Blacks shirt, though. Adidas is a global corporation. Okay, we got that where we needed it. And that's a really nice throw. So I'm just gonna believe that that's a kill. If it isn't, that sucks. Am I joining the Beagle Club? I think that Beagle's a pretty sweet guy to aspire to be. But no, this is my approach to caring for my hair. I let it grow out for about 6 months and then I buzz it all off. Yes, Badkins and Smurf. How you feeling today, Smurf? So this hill is sort of protecting us. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's so much shit to do. So he's facing us. Yes, Sir Wagglepuss. Sir Wagglepuss put together a Discord channel for us yesterday, which you guys should all check out. I think we prime and throw, drop the Electro Flare. That'll help light up the insides of the Sky Ranger. Move up here. Grenade to... Don't die. Thank you. Grenade is ready. And throwing. That's a... Oh, wow. I think I'm lucky that he didn't react. Maybe he can't see me because I have an Electro Flare on him, but I'm shooting from darkness and smoke. It sounds very sinister when I say it like that. Okay, Spartacus. Where'd you go? We want to take shots from here, where we're hopefully not visible for return fire. We want to hit with the shots. It's sort of important right now. Start back with first. the office and face planted the lunchroom table from tiredness. I'm sorry to hear that, Smurf. Hey, Dave Thulu. Yeah, I'm not like committed enough to it to buzz every 3 weeks. Otherwise, I would. Bress is still alive. Killed the floater, and somehow this still hasn't reacted. I'm gonna put Bress. You're shitting me! Come on! Fuck. I didn't think that could see that far. Did I like electro flare this area? I might have electro flared this area when I dropped the electro flare in the Sky Ranger. Fuck, I'm sorry, Bruss. Bible thumps in chat, maybe. Oh! Crap. I was just not expecting that reaction fire. Get the rest of the team ready to go. Still gonna have to hope for good rolls in these grenades. Oh, fuck. Reaction? Wait, what? He didn't shoot me. What? No Discord bot telling you when I go live. I'll work it out at some point, Rudeful. Yo, Mato, how's it going? I think I have a small launcher or a plasma pistol, I can't tell. Bress is now a ghost. So I mean, okay, very good. We could shoot a rocket and kill this. .47 firing accuracy, huh? This rookie actually has considerably better. Maybe I should have just shot a rocket. What's a rocket cost? Can't be that much. Okay, we were hearing noises from the door to the UFO. I'm gonna try putting a grenade right in front of it on a 1-turn prime, so that it will go off at the end of the alien turn. That way if they open the door during their turn, the door will not be preventing the grenade blast anymore. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, I remember him. So maybe another grenade? Did he shoot? He came forward, shot, moved back. He probably doesn't have much in the way of reactions left. I'll just shoot him. That doesn't make sense. The wall of the UFO's in the way, I guess. That doesn't make any sense. Alright. Let's just get a grenade on him. Good. Put a grenade in front of the door, if we can manage that. That's not... No, that wasn't... No. No. No, just no. Can't be mad at her. Because I'm dating her. Gonna try to get a grenade in the roof of the UFO as well. Well, it was a noble effort. I think I missed by like 3 tiles. Whew, how are you guys today? I am looking forward to Thursday night XCOM. I think we've reached the part of Beagle's campaign where, like, deaths start happening. I feel like he needs to get to Carapace to really stabilize, and his science is so bad that he's still not even done with advanced lasers.
Obomo show.
Hey! Thank you, Jeff the Hobo, for the sub. I appreciate the support. And hey, AJ Darkman. Hi, bye. How you doing? Started the darkest dungeon today, Imperator. Oh, fuck. Really? Thought that was a pretty good grenade. Playing with the Crimson Court DLC, Imperator? Really? But I can see him. Really? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. I guess he's in smoke. Is that the problem? But we're not even, like, shooting at the smoke. Okay. Is that the mission? You going to La La Land? How you doing? Early morning tomorrow, Jay. I'm loving the Crimson Court, Imperator. You have to be willing to get over the fact that it's like intentionally irritating you and fucking with you. But I mean, it's Darkest Dungeon, so that's sort of a given. And once you've accepted that and are willing to just let it destroy everything that you love and hold dear, it is it is a wonderful experience. Atmofish and Breath. Or Atomfish and Breath, I guess. Rest in peace. Get on the hill for this sweet height advantage. It takes so long for people to run up hills in this game, it's insane. I feel like it would be faster to just, like, install a trolley or something. They should bring mobile trolley installation kits. Or, fuck, what do they call those? A gondola? Is it a gondola that I'm thinking of? Tactical gondolas. That's what this game is missing. You can excuse it. 1994 was a simpler time. Let's hold on to this small launcher. I'll hold on to these alien grenades. All the Illyrium and alloys, it seems, from the last ill-fated campaign. It's pretty easy to use all of those. I seem to have $3 million all of a sudden. Give a rookie name for Larknock. I'll try to remember. Yeah, Yes, I'll try to remember. Yes, Sweets McMahon. So what do I do with $3 million right now? We're making medkits to sell. I think getting the rest of my engineers here would be awesome. And let's flip manufacture to laser rifles. Okay, 14 of these. So the idea is that this base actually has a team that can go on missions now. I don't really think that we need that super much, but it's fun. Get some more exposure for people to kill. What is this clip? I think we've reached the part of Beagle's campaign. Oh, yes. It is me giving Beagle the kiss of death. At least I got to kiss him before he went. A Skyranger here. Interceptor, wherever this is. Where is this? South America. It's an Alan Bomo show. What was I? Was I drunk last week? Oh, it was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that's why I have no idea what's going on. Well, that's a contributing factor to me having no idea what's going on. Where is that? South America. Oh, because I like press, there's like a button over here. Graphs. I saw UFO activity was very high in... It's not even that high in South America. It's high in whatever the pink one is. What is the pink? Oh, that's total. It's high. I did grab a couple of new rookies already, Neophyte. I think. Pretty sure I did. Build a base in total. Oh. It shouldn't be as funny as I find it, I feel like. Alright. UFO power source. Very cool. I'm sure that does something for us. Center on UFO. Heading northeast at sort of an ambling pace. My Asian base is named Gerrymandering. What a wonderful campaign. Wait, can we rename these pilots while they're flying? No? They're just gonna die. They're just gonna die nameless. Holy shit, it turned around. This is real-time micro, ladies and gentlemen. No turn-based bullshit in the geoscape. We are motoring through 5 seconds at a time. It's a terror show. And I killed it. Okay. Why is there no space? Build a general stores? We should build a general stores. Right there. And then we can destroy the small radar relay, because it's sort of obsoleted by the large one anyway. and have like a little... That'll be cute. Yeah. This will be interesting. This will be interesting. Only the interceptors in Long War 1 learned how to trail and outrange the UFOs. No, we don't have the technology. That's not something you can teach. It's something that man in times long past learned sort of via word of mouth. How much longer is Neophyte wounded for? 5 more days. Well, we're not waiting 5 days. So we don't have like a tank or anything. Let's put Ader Archer on the Skyranger. This is a terror ship. I remember that from like 20 years ago. Exactly what a terror ship looks like. Probably because of how much misery I have suffered at their hands. We have 22 grenades, 14 electroflares, which we won't need. 1 medkit, 6 smoke grenades. Let's bring another couple of rockets, just in case the first one doesn't kill all of my soldiers. And we're sending 13 to this. My feeling is that if this is a floater terror ship, it should be pretty straightforward. If it's a sectoid terror ship, we probably just abort the mission. Well, I'm not going to do that. We probably should just abort the mission. But I make no promises. Okay, so I have a primed grenade and a rocket at the front of the Skyranger. Hey! That guy didn't used to be at the front. That's sort of nice. So you just sort of wait until it's your turn. But that feels really good. We don't need electroflares. Hoping for snakemen. Snakemen have chrysalid terror units, right? Is that a good thing? I guess that might be okay on a map with no civilians. Although I'm pretty sure they can like walk out of the UFO, kill your guy, turn them into a zombie, and then like walk back again in one turn. That's my basic recollection of what it's like to deal with chrysalids. Okay. So for turn 1, I'm going to throw this grenade away since we don't need it, and it'll make me a little bit of smoke. Let's throw more smoke. Over there. And then I'm going to remove everybody's time units because I don't want any berserking bullshit happening in my Skyranger. Anyone have any ideas for channel emotes? People want my profile pic on Discord to be a channel emote, and I think that would be really cool. But Tony's working on 3 right now. All of which I think have pretty good potential. You're British Kitsune. Okay. So on the one hand, my game seemed like it was going to crash from how much alien movement there was. But on the other hand, we didn't get mind controlled. So this is a floater terror mission. Turns out. Got some Reapers to kill. I'm not sure that we need to use rockets against these. It looks like we're pretty isolated up in this corner of the map right now. There can be stuff in this barn, I guess. There can obviously there can be stuff just out of range of vision. But we have fairly clear lines of sight around us, and there isn't much there. The one in the field can't even get out. Yeah, you're right. It's a Reaper pen. So they probably rotate the Reaper. So what they do is they grow the Reaper food in one field while he's eating all the food in a different field. And then they like open the gate for him. He goes into the food field and shut this gate, and this field grows the Reaper food again. And he keeps the like ecosystem of the farm going with nitrogen replenishment for the soil and what have you. I'm glad I checked that move. Okay. Iraq Savage. That's not dead, it's unconscious. I sort of wish you could walk up and shoot something that was unconscious in the head. He shouldn't be able to see me right now. I haven't been loving the results I'm getting by putting high explosive grenades on floaters. So I'm gonna shoot this rocket, and I figure if we miss this way, we destroy the wall and can shoot him from behind, which kills him without risking reaction fire as much. If we miss this way, maybe it tags the fence and kills him. If we hit the wheel of the Sky Ranger, maybe all of my soldiers die. I don't have the setting which makes explosives deal damage up and down on the Z-axis turned on, so it shouldn't be able to kill my people. Huh. Well then. Remember when I said I felt isolated in this corner? I'm pretty glad we shot that. I'd rather know that they're there than not know. Cats are the only mammals who don't drink milk. Shit, I really would have liked that guy to die. Oh hey, I have another rocket. Well, there's no possible way that this could go poorly. That was another? Okay. Holy shit, there's a guy there too. What the fuck? Alright. How do we kill the last one? reliably. I don't know how we kill it reliably. We can kill it unreliably by shooting laser rifles at it, though. Okay. I'd sort of like it to actually die, I guess is the only problem. Try to put a grenade on it. Hey, it's Plasma Dragon! The no-nonsense black lady who's making fun of my pattern baldness. Ah, fuck everything. Let's throw this over there. Just want to get rid of it. It's not working. So... on the bright side, if that floater shoots at us, it should be almost impossible for him to hit anybody, right? You gotta figure it would take a miracle for an attack against us to hit one of our soldiers in this situation. We're in smoke. We're in smoke. We're invincible. What the fuck? What's wrong with their eyes? Guess all the optometrists already signed up to help the aliens or something. There's no attack we can make. Alright. I'm gonna hide Tamaggio behind Spartacus because Tamaggio has more impressive rank insignia. Alright, let's hope that this floater doesn't throw a grenade at us real quick. And end the turn. Spartacus has been killed. But he only had the like flying bird thing. No. You missed? You missed where I was aiming by that much? Or was that where I aimed? The Reaper's gotten loose. There's a bear loose from the zoo and we have to put it down. Okay. That really didn't go very badly, considering what could have happened. It's a docile. Do you think it wants to pet my soldiers? Or maybe for me to pet it? I feel like we have an accuracy problem rather than a precision problem there. Can you, like, shoot at it, though? I do have a rocket I can fire this turn, which will kill one of them pretty straightforwardly. I also have, like, 11 other soldiers who you'd assume would be able to kill them. They're sort of large. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm standing in a smoke grenade. Maybe that's the problem. could... Also, if I don't kill them, they'll probably just run around doing nothing again. Hey, Caitlin's a sergeant. Okay, so this one's still alive. Try to throw a grenade at it, I guess. Hey, genitalia buttocks. For right now, I just have an affiliate sub button, but I do have a partner application pending, which I'm pretty excited about. I think we may have reached critical mass on that front. Okay, right now we'll just hold this position. So partner... Somebody linked a thing that explains the exact difference, which does it better than I can because I don't actually really remember. But affiliates don't get quite as much stuff as partners. I think there's like... Yeah, I don't know. Partners can run ads on their channels, I think, and affiliates can't. That would be one. I can't really imagine that I would run ads on you guys. Would you like to irritate everybody watching you for 2 cents? Yes, no. Shit, I'll do that for free. Oh, do partners just get ad revenue just from like the passive ads on the channel? That actually sounds like it would be money. That's a little bit more exciting. Because you guys like have to watch ads unless you ad block anyway, right? Kappa Prime. Hey! Thank you, Genitalia Buttocks, for the subscription. Much appreciated. I really appreciate your support. Some of you guys have been watching this channel for a very long time. Some of you guys have been asking when you get to subscribe to me for a very long time. There are ads on Twitch. They're usually, well, there's a floater there. They're usually about killing people with frying pans, or like some RPG that I've never heard of and I'm never going to play. That's been my experience watching ads on Twitch as a conscientious ad watcher in some of the streams that I frequent. Oh, I screwed it up again. Alright, Caitlin can get this kill. You just missed by a long way. Let's run away from that grenade real quick. Just in case. Or a really bad Amazon Prime TV show trailer. Yes, that's true. Thanks for the follow, Tuzak. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying the show. I'm trying to remember if I've ever seen an ad on Twitch for something I was actually excited about. I don't think so. I was listening to a really interesting podcast this morning about the attention economy and how, because so many of the websites that we frequent are driven by ad revenue, as basically their entire source of income. Everything's set up to try to get you to watch more ads, which means like be on the site longer, because that passively translates into being able to see more ads. Sam Harris and Tristan someone. It was a really good podcast. I enjoyed listening. When are the JoINrbs Twitch ads? We could make some. I wonder what Twitch charges you to run ads on Twitch. What would the ad for my channel be like? We could do a Starship Troopers knockoff. Cat facts. Cats are the only mammal that can lick their own elbow. Piece of parchment, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying the show. Larknock, listen to that one. I really like Sam Harris. He has this like sort of militant atheism stint to him sometimes, which I mean, while I admire his like commitment to reason and fighting for exactly what he believes is true or whatever, it seems super like tone deaf and disconnected with what people actually find important in the world to me a lot of the time. So I don't like that much about Sam Harris, but a lot of the stuff he has said and written about like pursuing happiness and living a full life and the ways that he recommends to achieve that have been pretty impactful for me. I've been sort of, not like deliberately consuming any of his stuff, but every now and then checking out one of his podcasts or TED Talks or books or something over the last several years. You didn't see the Reaper get hit at all or die of epileptic seizures. I think he got killed by the grenade I threw at it. I have not read Moral Landscape. Floater Soldier has gone berserk. Floater Navigator has gone berserk. And Floater Medic has panicked. They're terrified of us. One of my favorite things about the way that Open XCOM handles the end of the mission is you don't have that like bullshit outsider pod which is stationary and then you have to creep around and find it. For a start, there's none of the like pod pulling mechanics to begin with. But also, from the very start of the mission, you and the aliens are like fighting on fair terms, so they have morale as well. And if a bunch of them start dying, then they'll start panicking, and then you just walk up and shoot them in the face and they die. It's a lot more engrossing than the very slow and deliberate, like walking around the map trying to isolate and kill the outsider pod once everything else is done. Sam Harris is the sort of guy I wish was my dad. Like, he just seems like somebody who you can have a reasonable conversation about anything with, and he'll respect what you're saying and, like, genuinely engage with it. That's one of the reasons that I really enjoy hearing what he has to say about stuff. Sometimes the people he's talking to in, like, open debates and things like that don't really seem like they deserve the level of respect that he's willing to give them, but he's very consistently not just like respectful, but even interested in what other people have to say about things. Improve my lasers. What the fuck is that? What if you just linked me, Smurf? XCOM the Electric Lights Show? Am I saying enemy unknown is not fair? I mean, what do you want me to tell you? Do you want me to give you an honest answer, or shall I pretend it is? I think the lasting power of this series of games is the emergent narrative, which comes out of taking these sort of descriptionless rank and file soldiers and putting them in a very fair environment where you fight missions with them, and just naturally really interesting things happen. And my least favorite thing about the more modern XCOM games is whenever they try to impose their own narrative on the fights. Like whenever they, I don't know, add a scripted mission that works exactly a certain way, like the DLC in XCOM 1. Or yeah, I don't know. I do like the characters and stuff. I just wish that the simple soldiers learning how to fight aliens sort of theme was more persistent throughout the series. So on this one, yeah, there's a little... See, there's no, like, floor there. There's a little chamber here where the aliens wait and then they shoot you when you walk down below them. It's fucked up. This game did that to me when I was, like, 8. I just walked into the terror ship and there was a cyber disk, and then it killed my dudes. That's how I was raised. That's why I am the person you see before you today. Hello. I mean, I guess I'm shooting him. Okay. One down. Let's get into corners. There are 2 doors. It's like a symmetrical UFO, so we could go over here as well. I suspect there are 2 more enemies. Okay, where's my rookie? Hino! How you doing today, Hino? Hino was in the chat, right? I hope you're having a great day. Okay, found him. Hey, Plasma Dragons. Also a rookie for what it's worth. Okay. Huh, that's interesting, Jeff. So are these, like, missions created by the enemies being placed and then the game, like, rolls for how much damage happens to the UFO and then that kills enemies? Because I've noticed that, like, on small scouts when when the power source is destroyed, there will be a bunch of enemy corpses, like, standing right next to it. almost as though they were deployed there and then killed by its explosion. Throw seemed non-terrible. I'm gonna take this shot with Tamaggio and hope that I don't shoot Hino in the back. Not bad. Alright, solve the problem. At least one more still. Tougher enemies are less likely to die in the crash. That would make sense if it was just, like, actually dealing damage to them. Although I've never, like, had an enemy bleed out during the mission. So it can't be, like, dealing damage which causes fatal wounds to them, because you'd sometimes find out that they'd bled out, like on turn 3. But tougher enemies have more hit points. So maybe it tries to kill them, and if it doesn't, they're just on the mission of full health or something. 3 panicked a turn or 2 ago. Yeah, but I killed 1 too. I killed this one as well since we saw the 3 panics. Floater leader has panicked. Oh. Is this a floater leader? So, on the one hand, it would be cool to bring a floater leader home alive. And I believe we could guarantee an unconscious on him by standing 8 soldiers around him. And he's not carrying a gun. He clearly dropped it when he panicked. If we just stood 8 soldiers around him and put smoke on him, he'd eventually suffocate and go unconscious. However, he could be carrying a plasma grenade. In which case, if we put 8 soldiers around him, they may or may not all die. Saida, I don't know how I feel about that. I think I might just shoot him in the face instead. Okay. That would have been really cool, but it also... Okay, there are a few things. One, I'm not sure that my soldiers wouldn't suffocate first. And that doesn't seem like a great idea. And then there's the grenade problem. And there is still another guy on the map, so there's also the problem of... like, what happens when a... Ooh, hello. What happens when another guy walks in and my guys are all standing in a little box waiting to get a grenade thrown at them or whatever. Check his body and see if he did have a grenade. I will do this for you. I think it's sort of moot since other people were on the map still and they could have grenades. But yeah, we can do that. Information gathering. Is there an arc thrower equivalent? Yes, there is. There's an like melee version, and there's also an AoE like grenade launcher sort of, which you launch stun bombs into, which the aliens use against you too. So some of the most miserable turns you'll ever have are when the aliens hit your entire team in the Sky Ranger with an AoE stun and they all just pass out. that it? Alright, we've heard like doors opening and shutting. The difference between this one and the sectoid one that I played at the end of last campaign, where I just got berserked on the first turn by like mind control that didn't require line of sight and shot a rocket at all of my team, fairly large. I feel that we're improving, but also not fighting against sectoids I think helped a lot. You should have had the grenade kill him instead of shooting him. The grenade will blow up his corpse and weapon. Yeah, but there's a chance that the grenade doesn't work. Thank you, Vermin. For the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying the show. So the reason I shot him is that there's a chance that the grenade isn't going to kill him. And the reason that I threw the grenade before shooting him is that if the grenade hadn't landed near him, I would have used Trivial Mind to try to get another grenade on him. I'm just trying to... I'm valuing killing him a lot more highly than I'm valuing making sure that his corpse comes home intact. But you're right that throwing grenades at... Huh. Alright. You're right that throwing grenades at corpses can be sort of costly. Whereas in XCOM, when something's destroyed, you can shoot rockets at it or whatever, and you won't damage it any more than it already is. I think you can even like lose alloys in this game by blowing up the internal UFO walls. Ah, fuck. I don't think there's a way we can reasonably kill him. So I think the plan is try to actually take reaction fire against them, which is, you know, optimistic. Optimistic and also crossfire. And crossfire is not a good thing in this game. This is something that I actually always wondered. Perhaps because I played this game as a child, but whenever people talk about like, oh, we've got them caught in the crossfire, yay, all I'm thinking is like, if you're like crossing fire, aren't you shooting at yourself? Like, target here, people here, crossfire, the people are just shooting at each other. they're just gonna kill each other. I don't understand. Anyway, I'm totally about to kill my own guys. Rest in peace, Plasmid Wagon. Yeah, you probably want to be at some angles so that you're not actually shooting directly at your friends. That's probably the trick. I think that's a reasonable solution to the problem. Nice kill. And we got it. Turn 13. Live aliens recovered 1. Rest in peace, Spartacus and Lophes. Your loss will not be in vain. Could really use some general stores. So I think my problem is that I'm building laser rifles. If we transferred those to gerrymandering, extra 5, and sold off all the stuff we just got. And sell some laser pistols too. This all we got? Really? Oh. Buy stuff yet? Jeez. We have to get store space or else we... can't equip our interceptors with avalanche missiles, which seems sort of important. These are probably the problem. Oh, follow Dave Thulu. Glad you're enjoying the show. Thanks for the support. Let's bring 1 stun rod for the next time we're in that situation. A few large rockets. We needed more high explosive grenades with... Whoa. They're just called grenades. Guess that's how many avalanche missiles we can get, so let's get that many. Let's build another general stores here. There's an interceptor on the way. The space is fine. There's stuff to build here. I know that there is. Sorry if it sounds like you're coaching, you play the game religiously. I'm not playing the game religiously, Vermin, so I'm not really going to min-max tiny things like that. But yeah, that's a good point. Because, I mean, I am conscious of that when I do it, actually. You have some amount of whatever production you're building already done. And when I cancel the project, instead of just taking the engineers off it and putting them somewhere else, that that loses the rest. The thing is, the projects do take up some workshop space. It's like, if I just have 2 empty projects like this, I only have 24 available. So it's not 100% free to have a project just empty like that, and I didn't want to have to think about it, so I didn't do it. You're right, though, that like there was basically no real cost there. I think we need to defend Agbamosha. I think that should be our priority right now. Defend show. Cost of bullets is so low that... What? Hold on. Ammo management is not a thing you miss. There's ammo in this game? Just build laser rifles. Just build laser rifles. Easy game. Fuck. Where's it going? It's going southwest. Very slowly. I need 2 more soldiers as well. Full on engineers there. Living quarters. Pro tip, quit your job to watch XCOM. Questionable. I'm gonna go with questionable, actually. I could go either way on that one. Very nice. Oh fuck, there's this happening again. We have enough avalanche missiles for now anyway. General stores are on the way. Should be alright. It was Walmart. I mean, yeah. What do you guys think about passive jobs where you're not really doing anything? Like being a doorman or being a... I don't really know what else there is other than being a doorman where you don't really do anything at your job. I mean, even doormen do stuff, but like a night shift as a doorman. Maybe like a night shift at a parking facility or something like that. You don't do very much. Just like sit on your own and read a book for 8 hours and get paid for it. I feel like the time I spend working, I'm able to use to learn or progress in some way as a person, so I don't think I'd enjoy it, but I don't know. I also just like sitting around doing nothing sometimes. A bellhop. If you don't have a job, you don't have enough money to throw at streamers. No, you just have to watch ads that give you bits and then donate like pennies to me. You even get a graphic of them getting thrown at my head. I always assumed that we were renting the planes from concerned countries because you have to pay for them every month. I don't think that this is a total price for the plane. So we like just did a mission. We don't even have more soldiers yet, do we? So it's going to be 11 versus a small UFO. Obviously less intense than a terror UFO. There still can be some stuff here. Looking for a part-time delivery job. One of my best friends was a balloon delivery guy, which he really, really enjoyed. He got to like learn everything there was to know about the layout of the city, which was really cool. He's actually now a bus driver, which, I mean, plays into much of the same ideas, but also has more interaction with humans, which is probably nice. Yeah, I mean, that's the sort of thing that's really cool. Especially if you can be like a bike delivery person and be getting exercise too. If that's, like, if you're comfortable biking on streets and stuff. I think people far too often, I mean, it's not unreasonable, but far too often people think about jobs in terms of like their prestige that they get from the job and how much money they get from the job, instead of thinking about like, is this a happy part of my day which makes me a better person or something? Because that should be an important part of your job too, ideally. Hey Corbett, how you doing? Can't even see what sort of aliens we're fighting. Obviously the UFO is not in great shape. There's something right there. I think that's a floater. You can sort of tile scan in this game. It just sort of looks like a floater shape. It's in Fog of War to me, but maybe I'm crazy. Eh. Well, I was right. Chud is 49. JP was never a fan of hedges. Alright. Fuck hedges. Damn straight. There's probably like one more guy on this map or something. Wonder how much time it would take me to set my alarm as the XCOM UFO defense Skyranger interception music and or Skyranger pre-battle music. Yeah, Bob Green. I usually play Open XCOM on Thursdays. For those of you who are used to me playing Darkest Dungeon or whatever, things that are not Open XCOM, this is my usual Thursday routine. One of the greatest shortfallings of this series for the entire time that it's existed has been in how poor of a running simulator it is. This is just not really engaging to make my soldiers run around. I'm not really saying that it should be like QWOP levels of soldier management or anything. I don't know though. Maybe group commands or something? Maybe just fewer soldiers on missions. I guess that's how Enemy Unknown dealt with that problem somewhat. Although it still runs into the problem, honestly. need the 1% chance to trip. The way that Blood Bowl manages it is with like tackle zones and going for it, where you have to roll a 2+ on a 6-sided die in order to move an extra tile in your turn. It could be sort of interesting to have, like, it takes bravery or something. Use bravery as a movement resource, and it takes bravery to move through certain passages, but if you have soldiers covering the lines of sight with covering fire available and stuff like that, then it takes less of your bravery resource, and something like that. I don't know. But running around a battlefield is actually... I've never personally done it. The closest I've gotten is like paintball. But even just in paintball, like running around a battlefield is one of the most exciting things. There's some definite human experience going on there that I feel like you could capture a little bit better than what we're watching right now. Chances that there's a floater in this UFO right now that we just haven't seen yet, like 100% or so. Have I played Terror from the Deep? I haven't played Terror from the Deep. You're definitely not the only person who's recommended it. And given that there is an open Terror from the Deep, which has the same sort of stuff as this game, I'm inclined to give it a go at some point. That's going to be something that I really have no idea what I'm doing in, though. Like, if it seems like I have no idea what I'm doing right now, oh boy. Oh boy. That's all I can say about that. This ended up seeming like the right solution. Cool. That it? There's more? Alright. I'm just gonna throw this away so that I don't have it on my soldier. Don't really want somebody who might die and drop what she's carrying to be carrying a primed grenade. XCOM interceptor. I don't know about XCOM interceptors. Fuck aliens and the environment. Yeah, this mission's been a lot about how awful hedges are and how glad we are to destroy them. That's the subtext. And also me complaining about exercise. So basically we're covering all of our bases. Oh, fuck. Catfax has been killed. Cats have 9 lives. Catfax has 1. Cats don't actually have 9 lives. They just have the 1 life, actually. I mean, as far as I'm aware. You know, it was the fucking hedge again. Fucking hedges. Okay, we have some Overwatches set up. Tamaggio! Hamachi? That was like my highest level soldier, I'm pretty sure. Fuck. So we killed 3, we lost 2. We have new captains and sergeants because our old ones are dead. I lost 2 captains on that mission. Okay, fair enough. So sad to see you go. Sell a bunch more stuff. I'm assuming, by the way, that I'm just never going to actually research mine probes. Here. Let's do this, because this actually is free. Oh. This way, just in case for some reason I wanted to research. Is this working? Yeah. Just in case I wanted to research one of these things after I'd sold them, I'll be able to. Trivial Mind is still alive. 8 missions. 10 missions on JP. We got a few people who stand in the back of the Sky Ranger for the most part, who haven't died recently. Who haven't died recently. I have a squatty who has 8 missions somehow. It has been a very Darkest Dungeon sort of couple of weeks. Has no reason, police. It's cool to see so many people watching Darkest Dungeon, though. It's a very sort of low-budget indie game. I'm sure it's encouraging to game developers to see that a game like Darkest Dungeon can pick up so much support, especially game developers of games like XCOM, because they're very similar sorts of games. Destroyed. That's too bad. Okay. I don't really want to sell the stuff I have to sell. We can transfer some things to maintenance. Let's do that. Aticid? Atucid? Atacid? Thanks for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the show. Welcome to the channel. Oh my god, how much, like... Ah! They need to stop giving me Illyrium and alloys. I didn't build enough storage space for it. This is how we run our business as well. We have a family business where we sell books and they just sort of accumulate until they... Well, there are no books on camera because I'm in front of a green screen. That's the only reason. I bet, like, within arm's reach, I'd have to go 3 feet to find you guys 500 books. What if Darkest Dungeon had a Long War style mod? It does. It has Pitch Black Dungeon is the sort of Long War equivalent. It's something that I've been meaning to check out. I can't really tell you much about it because I haven't played it. But it's meant to be very good from what I've heard. At some point, I will try it out. I assume that 2 labs is fine. Maybe another living quarters. So we can get up to 100 scientists. Waiting for the interceptor at Alan Bomosho. And personal armor is complete. Thanks for the followers. Welcome to the stream. Glad you're enjoying the show. We can now manufacture personal armor. I believe the conventional wisdom there is that your guys die anyway, so there isn't that much point. I'm just gonna go up to flying suits, which doesn't really take too long anyway. We have one stun rod. We'll just give one of the soldiers only a stun rod and tell him or her to have fun. I will die in the starter dungeon, in pitch black dungeon. I don't believe you. I look forward to it though. Okay, so we almost have laser rifles done for gerrymandering. We could transfer soldiers around a little bit. Death Song 17, for example, could go here. Free accommodation. Yeah, okay. That's the problem with that strategy. Whatever, we'll just play rookies. Nine avalanche missiles, we'll keep those interceptors shooting stuff. Why did I buy an avalanche launcher exactly? That's a mystery. Thanks for that follow, Brunrun. Welcome to the channel, hope you're enjoying the show. Counting with JoINrbs. Or maybe like sales and purchase management with JoINrbs. Alright. We have received 3 separate deliveries of avalanche missiles. Alan Bomosho. Oh, we need to name our interceptors. Shit. Thespians, the... Wrong. Oh. Thespians, we're only allowed 2 characters. Thespian's the doctor. I think that's the only thing you can actually say in 2 characters in the English language. Thespian's the is? Thespian's the id? Thespian's the key? Maybe? Like QI? I don't know what that word means, I just use it in Scrabble. The notification sound is from the very beginning of the XCOM Enemy Unknown original soundtrack. Like, if you Google that and watch it on YouTube, it's the absolute beginning of the first song on that soundtrack. Thespian's the second. We could do that. Thespian's the 66. Or, perhaps 69. Oh, oops. Whoops. Okay, I already had a living quarters building there. So we get 26 of these. And now what I wanted to do was transfer 1 or even 2 of my rookies and send back some higher level soldiers. Here, 1. Send Neophyte over. Mistress KB. I talk about Beagle Rush's content in my channel, so I feel like if we get banned, it's probably for our association with Beagle Rush. One of these days, he's just gonna, like, go a little bit too far. And then, like, his channel gets banned, and also the channel of everybody who's ever watched hosted or being hosted by him also gets banned. Like, they just have to purge the Beagle Rush from the internet at some point. Just one bad mission where he loses it. He toes the line so much. Anti-Fringe, I don't think I've killed you yet in this campaign, have I? All Larknock is asking. I know somebody else asked earlier, but I don't remember who it was and I didn't write it down. So, it's just a matter of time. I think Beagle's probably too big to fail. Alright. If the person who wanted a soldier is in chat, now would be the time to tell me. Spoonless Alakazam, it was definitely not you. It was definitely not you. No, JP, you're crushing it. I was just looking at the soldiers, and you're, like, not only alive, but, like, killing everything for me. You have 10 missions. Oh, and 2 kills. Okay, that's not everything. Also, it appears that you've reached the front of the Sky Ranger finally. So that's too bad. Technically, I could rearrange the soldiers so the rookies were at the front. But the rookies are less reliable. You need your most reliable soldiers in those moments, you know? You know what I'm saying? Conventional wisdom. That sounds amazing. Death slugging on the 17. What's going on here? Nothing too exciting, I guess. Rookies are prone to freezing up at the start. Too scared to charge in. Oh god, everybody wants a soldier. I'm not, like, organized enough to have a list. Unless one of the mods wanted to make a list. I would use a list if somebody else made it, but I'm not going to. I've just been looking at who's in chat who hasn't had a soldier yet when I actually have to name people. So it's sort of a right place, right time sort of thing. Hey, Isabel Foster needs a name. Who just asked? Sub support. Okay. I have to pick the person with the sub badge there, I think. Blazor, did you die? I mean, it's a safe bet. Yeah, there you are. You died as a rookie. Poor Blazor. Only subs get in. From here on out, I only interact with subscribers to the channel. The rest of you, I'm too big. Too big for you all. No. Anybody's welcome. Even if you're completely new to the channel, I'd be happy to name a soldier after you. Oh, we could bring, like, the B team. That could be fun. But they haven't finished getting their laser rifles yet. Let's bring Best Beer in A. And, yeah, let's put the new folks right at the front. Since you guys are watching right now, that'll be fun. For me. Maybe not as fun for you, I don't know. Depends how, like, emotionally attached you are to, avatars of your personal identity being killed in video games. 28 grenades. We got 2 rocket launchers with 3 rockets apiece. I have 1 medkit and 1 stun rod. Let's do it. Send the autocannon. Last... I didn't do that. Let's be clear, Raphael. I didn't shoot the rocket into the Sky Ranger. It wasn't me. It's a daytime mission. Smoke grenade up front. Somebody with good carrying capacity can bring a stun rod. Caitlin, that's my girlfriend. Let's send her into melee range of enemies. We have a healthy relationship. In general, this looks pretty good. Ooh, we get to throw grenades in the roof of the UFO. One of my favorite things. Let's drop a smoke grenade on the team. A high explosive grenade right there. Get rid of time units on I think everybody, except the people right at the front probably. Man, I hope that there's no, like, sectoid leader in this yet. At some point it's going to stop being safe to have a loaded rocket launcher in the Sky Ranger. That point was probably 2 weeks ago, in retrospect, but I think right now in this campaign it's still safe. I don't think it's possible for the rocket launcher to get shot at my own soldiers yet. There's a lot of doors opening. Sectoids. I haven't seen sectoids for a while. How do we do this? He's like sort of facing us, but not quite. I could maybe get a grenade onto Larknock, throw it at his feet from behind. Or I could just go here, here, two. Whoa there. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's a little sectoid family. I don't know if we can kill those. Is it possible to shoot off the Sky Ranger's landing gear? I don't think so. I don't think so. A rocket does seem like a good idea. Take the sort of shoot it and forget about it approach. See what happens if we aim this sort of there. Nothing. Nothing happened. I have never felt so underwhelmed and disappointed before in my life. Okay. Best beer in A. Let's go with the volume of fire approach. Best Beer NA has become unconscious, but is not dead yet. Huh. I even have a medkit on the mission. Huh. And a stun rod for some reason. Huh. Okay, one's unconscious. We're making progress. Nick Yuko. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. No, 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 fuck! Oh, come on. Not the button I wanted. Maybe we can shoot over his head. That seems like a great idea. Ooh. Dodes is sort of slow. Can get off an auto shot. Ooh. Stun rods are great. They do good damage and never prompt reaction fire. Huh. I could take a snapshot. That's all I've got. Alright. We're just gonna have some reaction fire ready. And some of our guys are gonna die. That's basically the plan. Alright. Only one. So Beholden's down. Rajitan has to go check on the unconscious soldier. Bespirine. Cleared the building, probably. There's no one there. Okay. Whew, with 4 hit points left. And back standing. Gotta secure ourselves a perimeter and probably start throwing grenades in the hole in the roof of the UFO. guess the smoke doesn't last as long from a frag grenade as a smoke grenade. That's sort of interesting. Hey Jargo, how you doing? That medkit can do so much stuff. 10 charges of heal, has stimulants in case we're running too much and getting tired and need a game mechanic to awkwardly interact with that fact. Has 10 heals. I don't even remember what the other thing it does is. Stimulant, heal, painkiller? It has painkillers. I don't know what that does. Does it like improve bravery? Maybe it improves bravery. Mr. Sectoid woke up. SD Waggy. Very nice. I liked when you shot the building as well. Bit of a show off though. Oh, revive knocked out people. Revive is from the like stimulant, right? Doesn't stimulant revive? Or something? I don't know. I've never been about medkits. That's never been my forte. In this game, they don't like meaningfully take up equipment slots though, so you probably should have them. Final mod pack medkits are super heavy and only have 3 heals each. My opinion is, I sort of like them being useful items. I don't think there's anything wrong with having an item that's clearly worth taking to deal with situations where you're so... It's just not your day. Sorry, best beer. Deal with situations where your soldiers get wounded / killed, apparently. Holy shit. Wow, we sure killed the wall. Once he's done at XCOM, Larkinen's gonna have a very profitable home improvement business, I'm sure. So we might want to just grenade that at this point. Good throw. I guess we should maybe have actually checked the building instead of just assuming it was clear. Oh, somebody else has to use the medkit. That's fancy. Why are your followed channels not updating to tell you that the glorious JoINrbs is online? I don't know. I imagine that making all affiliates able to get subs like has some burden on the systems in place, because there are a lot of affiliates. So I don't know if that's causing Twitch to be a little bit weird right now. This is like everything about what I'm doing at the moment makes no sense, but there you go. Into Fogavore you go. By yourselves. Hooray! Truly the best day. It's also possible, terrible name, that you just unfollowed the channel and forgot to follow again one of the times that you did it. Might want to check that just in case. That was a very intense time to follow. Thank you, terrible name, for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Always nice to see a fresh face here on the internet. Hers has gone farming. He's looking for Tron pieces. Maybe we have to actually worry that there are still aliens in that building. There's probably just one in this room, and he's gonna kill my guys or something. Probably. Legendary Cyanide. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream, Legendary Cyanide. Definitely a guy in the UFO. Hello. Yeah, we did it. Aliens killed. 5-2. Do you ever get minuses on these stats? I'm not sure that the plus is really necessary. Maybe you do from like wounds or something? We need to buy more smoke grenades. We have a new colonel because our old colonel is dead. He died, and then he died again. Or she died, and then she died again. This is the 5th mission you did nothing? Well, holding down the back of the Sky Ranger is important. Everybody has a place. Everybody is a vital member of the team. What happens when you just have millions and millions of dollars and nothing to do with them? I'm sorry to hear you're feeling sick, Smurf, still. Take it easy. I'm trying a new strategy where I deliver strategic advice to Beagle Rush in the form of memes. In the hopes that maybe that will stick with them. We have to defend New Zealand because that's where I'm from. So, even if the space is ill-advised, it has to happen. What's my research doing? Excellent. Excellent. Got a UFO heading northwest at a very low speed. Can't tell if we're over land. Now we definitely aren't. How far can we zoom in? Oh man. Oh, you can see the people sunbathing on their roofs. That's amazing. Look at the resolution on that. UFO outrunning it? No! Bring him down! Oh shit. Wait, which one was that? Holy shit, this is so confusing. Okay, you don't... Okay. Please kill it. Thank you. Whew. Survival Plus, you were an excellent tree inspector. I never felt like there was anything that I didn't know about the trees on any of the missions you were on. But now that you're gone, I actually feel exactly the same way, so I'm not sure that you were actually helpful at all. Terror missions don't expire as long as you have a Skyranger moving toward them in this game, right? Is that true? I feel like that's true. That means you could just build 3 Skyrangers and switch which one was going toward the Terror mission over and over again and never have it expire. Skyranger or Interceptor. Huh. Seems exploitable. Shong and Sir Wagglepuss. I necromancered a few soldiers for the second base. I'm gonna go kill them again now. JP is here. Ada is complaining. So sure, you can stand further forward. Laser rifles, rocket launchers, 1 stun rod, med kits, smoke grenades, electroflares. We're gonna need electroflares on this one. I should buy more of those. Because we probably want more than 1 per soldier. Not as big a deal on a small crashed UFO, but on like a terror mission. Having lots of those seems good so that I can throw them at lampposts. Alright, I need to grab myself a glass of water, and this game doesn't have loading times, so I'm just gonna do it right now. I'll be right back. Ah. Holy shit, Bruce! One does not simply mess with Bress's Twitch channels. You guys. I went to the bathroom and I also got some of the delicious carrot and squash, I think, bread that Caitlin made last night. And, like, shredded her finger on. I think the part of her finger that she shredded ended up not in the bread. I'm pretty sure. Quietly confident. Mmm. Mmm. Mmm, 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 mmm. Alright, we threw a grenade at the lawn because we hate plants. And we ended the turn so that the aliens have had time to move around and lose all of their time units so that Overwatch fire is less effective. Now it's time to go get killed. I don't see any trees, Survival Puss. That is a map edge. I can't actually, like, see anything. Why is... What about, like, night vision or something? It just feels like it might be a good idea. Okay. I believe that floaters have worse night vision than sectoids do. Hopefully this guy can't see me where he is, although maybe he can since I am an electro flare lighting up my team. Good kill. Excellent work, Death song. Yeah, I don't really know what we're accomplishing with these electro flares. I feel like vision is more controlled by buildings right now than it is by the limitations of length of sight because of the darkness. We've got big wall, big wall, big wall, big wall. Fence that I'm gonna have to shoot my way through to walk past. It's just a very sort of claustrophobic landing. Okay, still lots of noises in the UFO. No power source destroyed, so probably we have to like breach and kill everything in there. It's just a happy little wall. Huh. That was really delicious bread. I don't know, like... How can that be so delicious? Like, we started with bread, which is hardly the most... Probably a lot of sugar is probably the answer. Because we added, like, carrots and squash, which are both, like, pleasant things to eat, don't get me wrong. But my mouth doesn't really water when I think about carrots and squash. And my mouth is currently watering thinking about eating more of that bread. All aliens in a mile's radius know our exact location thanks to the electroflares. I mean, you know, I do what I can for my soldiers' safety. We're getting shot at. What the fuck did you throw it over there for? What's that good for? Is that where I told him to throw that? I don't think that's where I told him to throw that. There you go. Okay. So we got two floaters standing right in front of a wall, and I have a rocket aimed at them. I just need to miss the trees. Oh, fuck. I can't shoot it anymore. I moved too far. Let's drop the rocket launcher. And I have to miss that hedge, too. I feel like we should hedge our bets a little bit here. I don't know in which way this is hedging our bets exactly. I really hope that it hits the floaters instead of my guys, though. Nice. All right, cool. The rocket was even more explosive than the pun. Is that even a pun? I don't even know if that's a pun. I just said a word and looked at the camera like this. Here. There. That was another pun for you. 2 of those in one broadcast. Only on Thursdays. Like, there's just a laser rifle here now. And JP's got his fisticuffs out. He's had enough of these bullshit aliens. Show me where they are, he says. I should probably have picked up the laser rifle with him before he ran off to Hide behind a tree. Gonna get shot by a barn floater? No. No, you'll be fine. See? You're not dead. Ooh. This is the moment where we walk up behind them, miss our shots, and then die. Hey, you can't shoot anymore. Great work. Spoonless Alakazam. Oh yeah, because like the Alakazam... Great shooting. Did you teach yourself? Here. Dodes is a team player. JP is just carrying a rocket in his backpack. He's gonna like forget about that and go to a concert on the weekend or something with his work backpack, and the security guard's gonna find a rocket in it. It's not gonna be a good time. You should probably just not put rockets in your backpack, just as a general approach to life. No, that's a building. It's not. I think in the situation where we're shooting here, it might be better to miss all the shots than to hit one. Beautiful technique there by Sir Wagglepuss. Here, hide behind a wall. I care about you that much. Not enough to build personal armor or anything. That would be weird. Not in a gay way. Just in a hey man, I wanted to say. But I think you're okay. See? See, I put a wall in between you and the aliens. God, fucking Sun Tzu shit right there. Any of the ancient Chinese people in the audience are probably pretty impressed right now. Alright, we have the door surrounded. I'm not sure what that really achieves for us, but it's sure not going anywhere. You know what? I'd like to see it try. Should have checked the barn. That's a rough one. That's a rough one. I'm sorry about that. Here. Let's get that barn nice and dead for you. Fuck barns. Fuck them. I still don't actually see the alien. I still don't see the alien. Still don't see the alien. Where did you actually get shot from? Here, let's fuck the barn some more while we're working it out. I was abused by a barn as a child. This is how I enact my vengeance. Is there a second level balcony? It's a barn. I don't have that shit in barns. It's just your regular run-of-the-mill 2-story barn with hay bales that let you see through the floor. You're overthinking it. You were abused by a barn in a previous life. That's true, Survival Plus. Barns have the door that is in the air. Is that like metaphysical stuff? He was just right there the entire time. He just like doesn't die when you shoot him and is invisible. Doesn't die when shot and invisible. Basic tenets of being a floater. Alright. Oh, it is blowing up. Okay, never mind. When the walls here are intact, this room is sort of safe, but I have no interest in going into the full UFO with only 3 soldiers ready. How are we feeling about this? Do we have to clear this stuff, or can we just assume that there's nothing there? What about the UFO? Oh, what if I just threw floater corpses at them, maybe? Does throwing this in there do anything? What about throwing this in there? Alright, now we just set up camp outside for 3 months or so and wait for them to all die from the decomposition of that body. You Googled pictures of barns? Did it look anything like this? You might have been looking at the wrong thing. They really like hiding in the little side rooms, don't they? Have fun in there, Survival Puss. I only trust my veterans with such bold breach moves. Or in this case, my rookies who are reanimated versions of the veterans. Okay, I think that's officially clear. So there must be something in this UFO. What's the body count? My bodies or their bodies? living or dead? You have to be more specific than that. There may have been a couple of XCOM casualties. A couple of XCOM casualties in this campaign. Maybe. Maybe. I couldn't say for sure. I don't dwell on the past. Sir Wagglepuss was always known for his extremely tough head. Stupid floater should have shot him in the heart, where he's really vulnerable. Hey, one dead on that one. I think Sir Wagglepuss just got shot in the head with a plasma pistol and, like, didn't take damage. I think I just saw that happen. The reanimation process had side effects. We've got one of the, like, Sir Strong, is that what his name is? The reanimated mountain in Game of Thrones. One of those situations going on. Urza is dead. Rest in peace, Urza. Research completed power suit. Let's find out what Let's find out what flying suits are. Do we have a thing here? We have nothing. We need avalanche missiles. And we need an interceptor in that hangar. Lots of avalanche missiles. Right. I vaguely remember that being a thing. Is that good? Huh. 5 days for general stores. That's not enough. Okay. Okay. We wanted to buy a plane. Launcher missiles here. That's all fine. This stuff's good. We're building general stores there. We're not going to build power suits. We're going to build flying suits because they're cooler. Power armor is the only real armor in this game? Really? Oh. That is a power suit face. What's wrong with flying armor? Like, it's slightly more expensive, but you get... Don't you get higher... I swear you get slightly higher front armor with flying armor. Maybe you're counting flying armor as power armor. Do you even fly? The people who sell avalanche missiles are so fucking confused by our organization. Like, we get our agent on the phone with them, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you'd like your monthly avalanche missile shipment?" And we're like, "No. We would like one avalanche missile delivered at 1 p.m. tomorrow." And also 2 avalanche missiles delivered at 1 p.m. tomorrow. And also 3 avalanche missiles delivered at 1 p.m. tomorrow. And they're like, so you want 6 avalanche missiles? No. No, the storage space won't work that way. They need to be in 3 separate packages. Okay, that's great. So that will be it for you this month. And we're like, sort of like, yeah, I'd say so. And then the next day they get an order for 1, 5, 5, 2, and 60. It's part of the punch card thing. It's a perverse incentive. They gave us a punch card, and every time we order anything, we get another punch. So deep swag. So deep swag. That's gonna be the soldier's name because that's what his name said. Sorry to those of you who are waiting for a soldier. Something to do with taxes. It's possible. Rootful would like to be a rookie after I have flying armor for everyone. I'm not sure if my rookies are going to have flying armor. Why did I just build laser rifles or something? Let's build one of these. Alright. Afork Lebna. Is going to be Rudeful. Gerrymandering has made a medkit. Let's make... You can just make alloys. It's amazing. Let's make more medkits and sell them all. Fruitville would like a rocket. Am I growing a heart or something? I can't. Hold on. Okay, there it is. I couldn't feel my heartbeat for a second. I was wondering if it actually finally died. Flying suits are done. Let's research heavy plasma. I don't have a heavy laser floater. Alien grenades. Alien grenades are sweet. Let's do that. Allocate manufacture of our flying suits. Gerrymandering is going to need many Illyriums. I will have all of your Illyriums, please. All of your Illyriums to gerrymandering. Caitlin's home. Oh. An unfortunate turn of events. Hello, how's work? I will have another piece of the loaf, please. Thank you. Good? Yes, it's very good. How'd I get flying suits 2 months in? I built a lab and put 100 scientists in it, and then I researched the things that gave me flying suits. It wasn't really the most complicated thing ever. Marco... shoot you. Marco, shoot you. You can be an interceptor pilot. I thought of that myself. Survivalpus says hi.
Hello.
We have finished constructing general stores. I don't think we've ordered 4 before. Let's order 4 this time. What else is going on? Manufacture. We can stop this and build one of these. No, we have no Illyrium. So we can transfer our Illyrium back home along with this stuff so that it doesn't just die when the space gets killed. Seems like a good idea. I'm actually going to build another general stores because it's just a pain in the ass when I don't have enough storage space. Defend Bomosho also has general stores done. Brilliant. The game goes on. I think these very small UFOs are looking for my base or something like that. Hey, civil protection. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying the show. No, we tipped the delivery men enough. They don't mind. That didn't work. Yes, we did need to do fleas last night. Yes, I was already asleep. I went to sleep 8:30? 9? I made it all the way to 9 p.m. last night, guys. Yeah, and then I was awake from 11 until 3 in the morning.
You had a nice nap.
Has Caitlin knitted anything interesting? Show us the chrysalid.
Chrysalid.
Does it have stuff attached to it?
No.
Is it done?
No,
You're still in
when you
spikes, right?
The basic block is done.
This is almost done.
I feel very, it's very frustrating to have to add stuff to it. I hate having to add stuff to it.
That chrysalid plush.
It needs its
With, like,
mandibles and it needs its spikes.
It needs its mandibles and its spikes. Those are the technical medical terms. Or maybe that's like a knitting technique? I don't know. The knitting mandible.
It has like ant mandibles.
That's what Caitlin's been up to. Well, that and a lot of other stuff. Caitlin has a lot of projects.
That are not XCOM related.
We don't care much about researching plasma rifles or plasma pistols, I don't feel like. Motion scanner. There's an idea. Heavy laser? Let's research heavy laser. How do you tame a chrysalid? You don't. You don't. You just raise it, and it's cute as a child, but then as it grows older, it gets more and more ferocious and eventually kills you. That's why they're endangered. Like, a lot of animals we've been able to domesticate, you know, but the chrysalid, while a vital part of any ecosystem, has generally not taken well to humans, and that's really a big threat to the environment. The dearth of chrysalids available. Alright, I'm gonna send an autocannon out right now. Try to get this mission going before nightfall. 14 laser rifles, 5 smoke grenades, that stuff. I'd better bring the electroflares just in case. We'll bring all the alien grenades. Tell Caitlin she is awesome, and I should have been more polite asking her to show the chrysalid. I should have been more polite, Caitlin.
Oh, I thought they meant Damien to be more polite.
She thought that you meant that you should have been more polite. Caitlin and I have an actually healthy relationship. I'm not just making that up when I say that. when Caitlin's trolling me, she does it like off camera, like with facial expressions and stuff like that, so you guys don't see how much she's trolling me constantly. So from your perspective, it probably seems like I'm awful, but
I have like the spot right out of your view now. So
yes,
I can see your attention
yes. Whenever I look that way, there's like a Caitlyn doing this or something. Is just a certainty of my life. Yep. I think she's trying, maybe she's trying to become one with the chrysalid or something. No Beagle stream today, or did you miss it? It's not happened yet, Filthy Taco. Another hour or so. Well, I'm probably still going to be streaming at 6. You're assuming an awful lot about Beagle's schedule. Man, we just crushed that. What is this? That was like huge. It had 3 stories. That's so many stories. 3 stories. Alright, let's launch this at night. Was it a command ship? I think it's just like a harvester or something. But I don't know. We'll find out. I hope you guys are suitably afraid right now. If this is sectoids, we probably can't beat it. I don't really understand what I'm meant to do if it's sectoids. Like, they just mind control me and my guys all die. It's a bit of a mystery.
Oh, and I did something to my knee. So I'm like hobbling now.
Caitlyn used to be an adventurer like me too once.
I used to be such a spry
Then she did something to her knee.
elite athlete. Now I'm just
She used to be a spry and elite athlete. She did Highland dance at a semi-competitive level as a child. That's what she means when she says that.
I competed in collegiate rock climbing.
She competed at collegiate rock climbing. What division were you?
Huh?
What division were you? Beginner. At the beginner level. Oh. But she won the competition for my heart. Oh shit, I can't.
I played 1 year of select soccer.
She played 1 year of select soccer, which is presumably like regular soccer, except with less running.
Select, like, they could actually take you off the team. Versus rec. That's where everyone plays.
I see. So I'm just gonna throw away a primed alien grenade. Perfect. Bring more stun rods. It's an anti-mind control strat. It's not the worst idea, I guess. Drive my Sky Ranger into their UFO. I'm not letting you drive the Sky Ranger. So deep swag. I feel quietly confident about this mission. Rudeful has gone berserk. Rudeful's not even on the mission. I'm sure we'll be fine. No mind control. Yeah, fuck trees. What is going on there? Oh, it's like a hill or something? Oh, shit. That's not only a sectoid, he's also holding a small bomb launcher. we should probably kill him. Just feeling out the situation. Killing any sectoids who might be near him. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, one down. The discs aren't far behind. I'm not sure this one can have discs. See how this is the door and it's only one tile wide? On UFOs with terror enemies, I think the door is always 2 tiles wide. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's like another door, which is 2 tiles wide. Because, like, you know, they're 2x2 enemies, so they wouldn't actually be able to get in and out of the UFO. He's facing away from us. Yep. On the hill. Okay, I think I'm gonna just use an alien grenade to get that guy dead. On the other hand, if there's only sectoids, I'm not sure that that's really that much better for us, because presumably there will be a high enough level sectoid to start mind controlling us. I need 14 to throw. Yeah, that's going to be good enough. They're going to have to use his teeth to identify him. Do sectoids in this game have teeth? I'm unclear on the progression of mouths for sectoids in the XCOM franchise. Rakelos? Racelos? Brisellas? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Wait, Race Owl? Race Car Owl. No, that's not what it said. Thanks for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the show. This is Open XCOM, Daran. Every Thursday. What if XCOM 2 had podless aliens and light mechanics? They'd probably realize that a lot of the other stuff in the game was terrible and have to take it out. I mean, XCOM 2 is a flawless game with no problems or bugs. XCOM 2 is a flawless game with no problems or bugs. Alright. One sectoid looking straight at me with a heavy plasma rifle, I think. Silva. Evie Silva. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. If you are enjoying the show, appreciate the support a lot. Ooh. He has his back to us. The disrespect. Specifically the back of his head. Did Mistress just kill 2 in 1 turn? I think she did. Sir Wagglepuss is scouting the trees. It's good to see someone pursuing their calling in life. It always inspires me to be better at what I do as well. Mistress is taking names. Sir Wagglepuss, 2017. You're also oddly warm. I am on fire. This is about the middle of March, Durin. Durin, thanks for the follow. Welcome to this stream. It's good to have you here, Durin. Okay. Is this when the mind controls start happening? What's the deal, aliens? I'm bored of moving my soldiers, so I'm considering just calling it a turn. That's probably good enough. Mistress KB is under alien control. An intriguing turn of events. What's the baddest AMOFO I can face? Mistress DB, I think. I think you're, yeah. I think this is it. Let's, okay. Sir Wagglepuss is a rookie. Let's kneel. Shoot. Shoot. Nice. Good shooting. And we have a stun rod. We want to throw it there. And now, for my next trick, I'm going to pick it up. And we want to throw it here. Here? Here? Alright, come on. No reaction, that's good. Oh, fuck. I should have just killed her. I should have known. Alright. That's 3 kills for Mistress so far this mission. We gotta go quick, because our people are apparently going to start becoming mind-controlled and killing each other. Also, we're probably going to have to give that lady a promotion. I think actually that once somebody gets mind controlled, like the aliens prioritize the people with the lower size stat or whatever. So you actually just want to like bin them because they're going to keep getting mind controlled. But I'm not sure that I'm invested enough in this game to remember to do that. Keep moving, guys. I mean, it's not like we can not count that for her, right? When we get back to base and she's like expecting to be recognized for 3 kills, it's not like anyone can argue that that isn't the case. They gain stats by suffering through mind control. Well, she got another kill. I wonder if the game counts it as a kill. Do I have a sub counter yet? Is that like a thing channels do? I can tell you how many subs I have, but I don't know if that's... Like, do you guys want that? My, like, initial inclination is to not really talk much about it. Or if I am going to talk about it, to, like, talk about it only at special moments, like when we just hit 100 subs or something like that.